how's it going? It's me, Jaylene, also known as Femme4. Now, today I want to talk about an all-important approach in the dating world that happens to everyone, even you. But first, can I see that sweet smile you make after you hit that subscribe button? Great. Now let's talk about the beautiful etiquette of how to buy a sexy little stranger a nice little drink, and also the etiquette of how to receive it as well. After all, it's a two-way street. I'm gonna cover 3 key things. Number 1, etiquette for the receiver of the drink. Number 2, etiquette for the buyer of the drink. And number 3, examples of buying someone or receiving a drink boundaries. Number 1, etiquette for the drink receiver. Picture this. You're at a bar and you have this little nervous tap on your shoulder and you turn around to see this person smiling, asking if they can buy you a drink. This is the pop quiz question. You had a good look at this person and the way the energy they come off, and you already know you're not really interested in socializing with them. Do you accept their offer of the drink and simply leave when you get it? No, 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 my friends. The respectful answer is no thank you, and I'm going to explain why. This person is offering up not only their time and resources, cha-ching, in order to get to know you and for you to know them. The idea of you accepting a drink, i.e. what you want, without giving in return what they're kind of seeking out in the first place, which is your company, kind of entails that you did not uphold your version of the very well societal exchange of what buying a drink entails. And no, I'm not telling you that you owe them any sexual favors. Nuh-uh, you don't. You do not owe them your phone number, nor do you owe them the rest of your evening either. But if you do agree to the drink itself, this is a societal exchange, you do have to give them a little bit of time, just a little bit, for a chance for them to show you who they are, help them discover who you are, and for them to see if you guys are both compatible. The Femme4 rule of thumb for receiving a drink is, and this applies to everyone, even us hot as fuck femmes, if you agree to let a person buy you a drink, you give your time and your attention to this person for the duration of that one drink. If you guys are connecting and they want to buy you another drink, you can stay for the duration of the second drink, and it goes so forth. But this rule only stands if the buyer of the drink is being respectful towards you. If they try to touch you inappropriately or think that you owe them anything other than your time and attention for that one drink, or are just disrespectful and kind of an asshole, you do not deserve that type of company. And yes, I mean you sexy little thing. Alright, now let's move on to number 2, etiquette for the drink buyer. Buying a drink, I think, is a super fucking welcoming gesture. I do understand why many of us do use it as a way to approach people who have caught our eyes. It simply is an act of kindness that breaks the societal ice. So let me repeat that. Buying someone a drink is an act of kindness you are doing, not an act that carries unspoken expectation. Now, knowing from what I just talked about, here's my etiquette rules for drink buyers. Number 1, the drink contract ends after that one drink. I need to reiterate this because this also can be played out in the other extreme end. Opposite of the situation when a drink receiver leaves the drink buyer as soon as they have the drink in their hands. In the other extreme case though, the buyer of the drink does not leave the receiver's side for the whole fucking night. As a femme, I've had very unpleasant experiences many times when I have a person, predominantly masculine person, buying me a drink. I stay with them for that one little drink, not very interested, start to keep going on with my evening, and either have them following me or staring at me, which is equally as unpleasant, for the rest of the evening. So to avoid being that creepy human, here are 3 ways on how to tell if the person that you bought the drink for wants to continue connecting with you after your one drink date. Number 1, they will give you their contact info before parting ways after they finish their drink. Number 2, they will continue to talk to you long after your one drink is finished. And number 3, they bought you a cute little drink in return. Alas, number 2 for the etiquette for drink buyers, buying a drink does not equal buying access to the receiver's body. Just because they said yes to you buying them a drink does not mean that they want to have sex with you. And if you're feeling lost about that, I'm gonna put it into a comparison to help you understand better. The cost of a drink, let's say it's a fancy cocktail, costs around $20. Fuck you, inflation. The cost of hiring a full service sex worker, i.e. someone who is into having sex with you during your time together, costs around $500 per hour on average. So when it comes to connecting with a stranger who did not personally advertise their sexual services to you, do you really think that a $20 drink is a signed and ready done deal for getting a sexual experience out of that? And if you do feel like you are entitled to these sexual acts, I will tell you right now, you are setting yourself up for many disappointments, my friend. So investing some money into making a connection, because that's literally the basis of what you really will expect out of this exchange, is not the same thing as a vending machine where you choose the outcome of what you get. Rather, I would compare the buying a drink dating game towards the claw game that we used to have as kids, where you would just put money in and then hopefully try and attempt to get a prize. Sometimes you get that really cool stuffy that you really had your eyes on. Sometimes you get the stuffy that you were not thinking about, or you just don't get anything at all. It's just the way the dating game works. Obviously, not everyone in the world has had a chance to view this beautiful little video. Be sure to share it amongst your friends. So here are some examples of how we can communicate our drink buying and drink receiving boundaries. For the drink receivers, if a person asks to buy your drink and you are interested, in fact, in saying yes and staying for that one drink, you can say a couple things here. That is super kind of you. I am open to your company while I enjoy the drink you bought me. Or you can say, for sure, I'll stay for that one drink and see if we vibe. If you had that one drink connection and you're not feeling the vibe, here's what you can say. It was nice meeting you, but I think I'm going to enjoy the rest of my night with my friends now. Thanks for the refreshment though. Or you can say, that drink was fun, but I'd rather buy my next round myself. I appreciate the kindness, however. Alright, now for some boundary examples for the drink buyers. How do we allude to the fact that you are buying them a drink with the intention of connecting while they sip on your small little act of kindness? The examples are, hey there, I'd love to chat with you and buy you a drink so you're not empty-handed while we talk. How does that sound to you? Or you can say, hey, I couldn't help but notice your energy, your smile, etc. Would you be interested in my company while you enjoy this one drink I'm about to buy you? Both of these questions allude to the fact that you only really expect their company during the duration of this one drink. But they also state that you do have an expectation that they are going to connect with you if they do agree. And lastly, the situation of their first drink is almost done and you're still unsure if they are interested in connecting with you further. Here are some examples of what to say. I see that your first drink is low. Let me know if you want another, if you are enjoying your time with me. I will say that sometimes buying someone multiple drinks doesn't exactly equate to a connection that goes beyond that evening. So here's an example of what to say if you want to save your resources and your energy. I can tell your drink is low and I don't want to keep you tied up here on your evening out. So let me know if you want to continue this chat and I'll make note of how to contact you best for our second date. Wink. Don't say wink, just do a wink. Playing it cool is definitely a way of the dating game after all. If you are needing more confidence in dating and you want some support on how to get you there, I do offer limited one-on-one coaching calls. Head to my website to book a call. My link is below. Also, if you learned a cool new rule today that might help you in your dating game, be sure to like and subscribe to this video. Thanks so much for watching, everyone. It is me, Vancouver.